Yes.
Thank you for being with us tonight. And on a personal matter, I wanted to thank you for always being willing to meet with us. I was on the board of South Carolina Humanities for many years, and you met with us in your office, which very few of our other representatives took the time to do. And as you know, South Carolina Humanities has just been completely destroyed. The NEH has been completely destroyed. So that has nothing to do with my question, but I wanted to have this opportunity to thank you and thank you for meeting with us so faithfully. My question is, we have talked about a lot of different things. We talked about the threat of Trump. People knew what Trump might do. People were told what Trump planned to do. Yet, this is, it's going to be a difficult question, but I hope you'll be honest and quick about telling us one thing. My question is, what do you think is the number one reason why people who were eligible to vote did not vote?
Oh, boy. It is a tough question. That is a tough question. I've asked myself that, and I guarantee you, I spent a lot of sleepless nights. But I do believe that we have reached a point where, and I think it's just, you have to go through this. All of a sudden now we got social media. People tend to believe a lie more quickly than they will believe the truth. And I don't know if how long it would take us to get through this, but I think we will. This whole notion of what breeds success, what demonstrates success, how you evaluate success. I can't tell you how many times I hear and how upset I get. I mean, people tell me, well, he or she got this many followers on social media. Well, this happened to me about 2 weeks ago, and I said to the person, I said, now, would you differentiate between a follower and a troller? I said, just because they're there doesn't mean they're following you. They could very well be trolling you. And so, but I think we have to really get people to understand. When I spoke at the Democratic Convention, I spoke about Project 2025. And you may recall that I said that Project 2025 is Jim Crow 2.0. That's what I said. Very few people believe that there's a new book that I saw. I think it came out this morning. I saw it this morning. Someone has gone through Project 2025 and has said in no uncertain terms that this is a big threat to our democracy going forward. And so what we've got to do, I think, is show people how their futures could very well not be if they do not wake up. The next election is going to be very, very telling. Now, why people didn't vote, I think, number one, a lot of people just got turned off. They got upset about Joe Biden. A lot of people didn't like the way Kamala Harris got the nomination. A lot of people just got carried away with style over substance. In fact, I used to say all the time that there is no substitute for substance. I'm not saying that anymore because I think that with the advent of social media, that style is trumping, and I mean that as a as a that's an intended pun. Style is trumping substance, and that is a problem that we're going to have to work through. People just, if I can get the lead story on the evening news, or if I can get a headline in the morning newspapers, I will have done something. No, not necessarily so. Did your comment contribute in a positive way to moving an agenda? Or did it just get you a headline? That is the thing that we will have to spend more time on, getting people to understand it is much more important to make headway in this society of ours than getting a headline. I don't know why people did not vote. I know that I detected the weekend before the election that we were going to lose. In fact, I got phone calls that Monday asking me where I was going to be Tuesday night. I said, well, I've got my youngest daughter's on the school board in Columbia, in Richland County. So I said, I'm going to go to Columbia and sit with her, because this Moms for Liberty has been running all over the state. And they were playing big in Richland County, and they had targeted her. And so I said, well, I got a funny feeling that she may not survive this, and so I'm going to be with her. And they said, well, you mean you aren't going to be in Washington for the victory parties? I said, no. I said, quite frankly, I just spent the weekend in Pennsylvania. I'm not too sure there's going to be a victory party. And of course, we know what happened with that. My daughter did survive. She did survive. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go right here.